What's up guys, my name is Ace, and today we're going to be having a deep look at the Bomb Squad perk in Modern Warfare 2 to see just how powerful it is, especially in relation to EOD from Modern Warfare 2019, because I've seen a lot of people mentioning that they feel that Bomb Squad is weaker than EOD was. And diving right in, we'll first have a look at the description of Bomb Squad. It just says that you take reduced damage from non-kill streak explosives, and also you're able to reset the fuse timers when you pick up a live grenade. And let's start breaking down Bomb Squad against the various explosive equipment that we've got. And we'll start it off with the frag grenade. It turns out without Bomb Squad at 6 meters away, a frag grenade will deal 70 damage to you, whereas with Bomb Squad, it's only going to deal 46 damage to you. Then at just 5 meters away, a frag grenade will kill you if you don't use Bomb Squad, whereas with Bomb Squad, it's going to deal 69 damage to you. And then finally, I just wanted to test at point blank range as well, which of course is going to kill you if you don't have Bomb Squad, but if you do have Bomb Squad, it's going to deal 80 damage to you. It still won't kill you even at point blank range. We see a very similar story with the Semtex. If the Semtex is thrown right down between your legs without sticking you, obviously without Bomb Squad, you're going to die, whereas with Bomb Squad, it's going to deal 80 damage to you, so you will survive that once again. However, of course, if you get stuck by that Semtex, it doesn't matter if you have Bomb Squad or not, you will be dying in that situation. And we see this same trend continue with all of these explosive pieces of equipment. At most, when you're using Bomb Squad, all of these explosive pieces of lethal equipment can only deal up to 80 damage to you unless you get stuck by them, in which case, of course, they can and will kill you. And that's exactly what we saw with EOD in Modern Warfare 2019. There is a damage clamp here, and it's just to ensure that if you are using Bomb Squad and you're at full health in core game modes, one single explosive piece of lethal equipment will not be able to kill you unless it hits you directly. Now diving just a little bit deeper on the proximity mine, because this one has some interesting interactions. If you're standing without Bomb Squad, it'll kill you. With Bomb Squad, it deals 80 damage, just like we've been talking about. However, if you crouch on a flat surface against a proximity mine, you will actually survive that proximity mine. It'll deal 55 damage to you, whereas with Bomb Squad, it'll only deal 35 damage to you. And if you go prone against a proximity mine, you will receive 35 damage without Bomb Squad and 22 damage with Bomb Squad equipped. So not only does it have a damage clamp, it also seems to have a pretty flat reduction to the amount of damage that an explosive will deal against you when using this perk. Now, one thing I noticed with the description of Bomb Squad in this game is it doesn't mention anything about fire damage. Whereas with a lot of previous iterations of this style of perk, it helps with explosive damage and fire damage. So I decided to put that to the test, and with the Thermite as well as the Molotov, it turns out you do actually gain some benefits with Bomb Squad. Now with fire damage, there's no longer a damage clamp here, and therefore you can die to a Molotov or a Thermite when using Bomb Squad, even if you don't get direct impacted. Although if you do get direct impacted, you're definitely gonna die. However, it at least slows down the amount of time that it takes to kill against you compared to if you didn't have Bomb Squad. So you do get some fire resistance out of this. And just for a quick breakdown here, with both the Molotov and the Thermite, they deal ticks of damage to you in certain intervals. And with both of them, if you're not using Bomb Squad, it takes 5 ticks of damage to kill you. Whereas with Bomb Squad, both of them take 7 ticks of damage to kill you. However, the time between those ticks is a little bit different between the Molotov and the Thermite, so we'll just look at the total amount of time that you can stand in the radius of a Molotov or a Thermite, both with and without Bomb Squad. And with the Molotov, standing in that fire will kill you in 1.3 seconds without Bomb Squad, whereas with Bomb Squad, you can stand a little bit longer there for 2 seconds total. So that could definitely help you if you just want to quickly sprint through a Molotov. You can do that more effectively with Bomb Squad equipped. And then with Thermite, without Bomb Squad, you can stand in the radius for 2 seconds before dying, whereas with Bomb Squad, you can stand there for 3 seconds. So there's definitely some benefit against fire equipment as well when using Bomb Squad, but it's not quite as effective against fire as it is against actual explosions. But that wraps it up for the lethal pieces of equipment. However, those aren't the only sources of explosive damage in the game. The next thing I wanted to test is the explosive ammo on the Signal 50 sniper rifle to see if Bomb Squad helps against that. And it turns out without Bomb Squad, if the shot hits right between your feet but it doesn't actually hit you directly, it will deal a total of 46 damage, whereas if you're using Bomb Squad, now it's only dealing 39 damage. Then if the shot does hit you directly in the foot while not using Bomb Squad, it deals 96 damage, whereas with Bomb Squad, it's now only dealing 62 damage to you. And then finally, I wanted to point out that with this ammo type against Bomb Squad, it isn't a one-shot kill at all. Even to the head, this is a headshot right here. It's once again clamped at 80 damage, and it doesn't seem to clamp the bullet damage at all, so that is very interesting. The Bomb Squad perk is a great counter to explosive ammo in this game, more so than I thought it would be, actually. On a similar note, it definitely appears that Bomb Squad makes a pretty significant impact against the Dragon's Breath ammo on shotguns as well. This testing's a little bit inconsistent because you can't control exactly how many pellets hit, but at 10 meters here, you're definitely receiving a lot more damage when you're not using Bomb Squad compared to if you are using Bomb Squad. And then finally, the regular incendiary ammo, in this case with the 5.56 Icarus being shot in the foot. Without Bomb Squad, I'm receiving 37 damage, whereas with Bomb Squad, I'm receiving a total of 33 damage. So it does cut down on the burn damage that's applied after the shot hits. And this brings us to one other source of explosive damage that I wanted to explore in this video, and this is against the launchers in the game. And once again, we have that same damage clamp at 80, so the launchers, as long as they're not direct impacting you, even if they hit right on the ground between your legs, it's only going to be dealing 80 damage to you. And that even includes the Joker, which you would kind of think the Joker would deal even more damage than the other launchers, just because it's a very unique launcher. But that's not the case. However, every single one of these launchers will be a one-hit kill against a Bomb Squad user if you get a direct impact. And that's not out of the ordinary at all for Call of Duty. This is typically how this style of perk would interact with the launchers. And one final thing I wanted to mention before we get into the summary of this is, unfortunately, I wasn't able to test reliably for Tier 1 game modes. And the reason for that is Tier 1 doesn't work properly in custom games. And while you can turn on Tier 1 settings in custom games in this game, it doesn't align with the amount of damage and health that you have in actual public matches. So I just can't give you reliable data on that, unfortunately. And with that, let's now compare Bomb Squad in this game versus EOD in Modern Warfare 2019. In Modern Warfare 2, Bomb Squad appears to give you a roughly 30 to 35% flat reduction to the amount of explosive damage that you receive. Additionally, we have that damage clamp in place where any single explosive can only deal up to 80 damage to you if you're using Bomb Squad, at least assuming it's not a direct impact or a stick with a piece of equipment. As for the equivalent perk in Modern Warfare 2019, which is EOD, this one only gave us about a 15% reduction to explosive damage across the board, so it actually wasn't as good at general explosive damage reduction. However, it did also have that same damage clamp where a single explosive would only deal up to 80 damage versus somebody using EOD. And I was honestly a little bit surprised to see these results, because I feel like the Bomb Squad perk in Modern Warfare 2, it just seems to be less useful, or at least less consistent overall. However, something I found in my testing, and I have noticed this a few times in the past with some of my testing as well, it appears in the game's current state, Modern Warfare 2 has some potential bugs when it comes to the perks. And this bug makes it so even though you're using a class setup with that perk, and when you spawn in on the bottom of the screen, you can see the perk is appearing there, but it turns out that perk is not actually active for you. And I found this when I was initially testing the launchers. I was noticing that I was getting kills on my bot that had Bomb Squad equipped without a direct impact. I was just shooting near them and getting a one-hit kill. And I double and triple checked that player definitely had Bomb Squad on that class setup, and that was the only class setup I used for that entire custom game. So it's not like it was a bug with me switching from one class setup to another. And this isn't the first time that I've run into this, and I believe it also happens at least sometimes in public matches as well, where especially the base perks, they just don't activate for you at all throughout a match. And this is something I plan on looking into a little bit more once I get back from my vacation, and hopefully we can reproduce this, figure out what's causing it, and help the developers to fix this, because this is clearly a pretty big issue with the game. And this is where I want to hear from you guys in the comment section down below. What did you guys think about these results? What do you think about the current state of Bomb Squad in Modern Warfare 2? Do you guys think it's balanced just fine as it is? Do you think it's too weak, too strong? Just let me know down below. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.